Ladies and gentlemen, a tiny car, a Japanese company that not even a single person in India knew about, took and captured the entire automobile industry of India in less than 2 decades. Back in the year 1983, India had only one car obsession that every Indian family dreamt of. It was just Hindustan Ambassador. It was slow, it was heavy, and it didn't change its design for almost 2 decades. But yet, every Indian family dreamt of owning one.
For more than 50 years, she was the pride of India, the ultimate style and status symbol. And even as India changed, the ambassador survived. Everyone who could owned an ambassador. It was a car you simply fell in love with.
Back in those years, India was stuck in a stone age of car automobiles. But at that time, one car company entered Indian markets, Suzuki. In October 1982, while Daihatsu was still thinking of entering Indian markets but was in a 50-50 state, Suzuki raised its hand to enter Indian markets. They didn't just win in the Indian markets, they literally conquered it on a whole new level. And today we are breaking down the exact same case study and strategies used by Suzuki to enter India, and the 3 takeaways that we are going to speak are for every student, every entrepreneur, every employee, and every person watching this episode. To understand Maruti Suzuki, you have to go back to the year 1971. Indira Gandhi's son, Sanjay Gandhi, he wanted to build India's own people car. It should be small, compact, cheap, and fuel efficient, and suitable for exact Indian roads. And it should be affordable by every middle class family in India. By 1971, Maruti Motors Limited was born. Then, sadly, Sanjay Gandhi died in an aeroplane crash in 1980. But Indira Gandhi came back in power and she was determined to keep her son's dream, and she made the greatest decision. India needs a global strategic automobile partner. Many companies, for example Renault's engine costed almost 150,000 Indian rupees. The hero of the story comes in, and he is Osamu Suzuki, the man who built Suzuki from the ground up. He heard the India deal. Suzuki's initial stake was just 26%, but the Indian government stake was a staggering 74%. Total budget that was capped was $200 million. The factory was built in Gurugram in just 14 months. A timeline that shocked the entire automobile industry. From day one, the strategy of Suzuki and Maruti was to localize the manufacturing in India. My dear friends, if I speak about some stats, today Maruti sources 70% of its components locally, and that had 2 major impacts. One, it created massive employment in India. 2, it gave Maruti a cost advantage. Today, can you guess how many outlets are there in Maruti's distribution? Well, let me give you the stats. Today, 3,800 plus sales outlets, 5,000 plus service centers. It is present in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, not just in Tier 1. And where Hyundai and Honda couldn't reach, Suzuki reached inside villages of India. So a car for a middle class family was not a luxury motive. It was a necessity. Let me give you the theory. Well, my dear friends, Maruti's genius plan was not to sell one single product. It was to sell a lifetime membership, I can say. Because let's take an example of Rao. He's a 22-year-old and gets his first job. They buy a Alto at a EMI 3.5 lakh rupees. They feel proud enough because it's their first salary, first job and first car. 5 years later, he gets a promotion. Now Rao has a promotion and he wants to spend some money. And now what he does? He buys a Swift worth 7 lakh rupees. Now Rao gets married to a girl. They need more space, for their family, and they need a big car. Now Rao thinks to plan 7-seater and he goes for Ertiga, which is costing 10 lakh rupees. Now Rao's kids grow up. Rao goes to Brezza, which costs 15 lakhs. At every step of their income ladder curve, the market ladder or the car ladder of Maruti kept on growing. They had every single product for every single price segment. You didn't just buy a single product of Maruti, you entered the market ecosystem of Maruti. And the financial proof is very staggering. Let the numbers speak rather than me. Financial year 2024-2025, Maruti sold a whopping 20.2 million vehicles. It is highest ever recorded by Maruti. What is the net sales? By 7.5% year on year, and net profits 13,955 crores, all time the highest. Market cap was almost 4 lakh crores plus. India is just one country, my dear friends, and India accounts for 50% of the sales of Maruti Suzuki. But here is where economics and stats become dangerous for Maruti Suzuki. Maruti market share in financial year 2017 was 47%. But in financial year 2024, it dropped to whooping 40%. A 7-point drop in 7 years. The car which is competing with Maruti Suzuki is the Tata Punch. In 2024, Tata Punch outsold Maruti Suzuki for the first time in India. Why? I can give you some of the two reasons. One, they entered late in the EV markets. Well, the world was already shifting. While Mahindra bought many EV cars, Hyundai was traveling towards electric, and Kia was already competing on a whole new level with new features. Maruti was stuck to combustion engines. And on top of that, the second reason pops in here. While India from sedans and hatchbacks shifted to SUVs, Maruti Suzuki was very delayed to enter into SUV markets. And that started the collapse of Maruti Suzuki in India. But Maruti has started adapting. Maruti launched some cars like Jimny, Fronx, e-vitara, and it is trying to recapture the market which it has lost. So the best part of our episodes, the 3 takeaways. So what does Maruti Suzuki story teach us about? Takeaway number 1, it is for students. Timing beats everything. Suzuki wasn't the biggest when it entered India. It was just its timing which helped. It literally captured Indian automobile and it became the biggest Indian automaker in the Indian history. Lesson number 2 for entrepreneurs. Your distribution is your real motto. Maruti won by accountability. Maruti won by the reach what it had. Maruti didn't just sell a product. Maruti thought, how can I make that product reach the customer very well? And that changed the game for Maruti Suzuki. Lesson number 3 for investors. Market dominance can slip if you ignore category shifts. Maruti ignored the SUV arena. Maruti ignored the EV shift. And today it is paying the price. From 47% of the market share, it dropped to 40%. And how much time? In just 7 years, 7% wiped out. If Maruti would have adapted on day 1, today Maruti would have caused 50% of the share. Maybe. And at a final stretch of a phrase, I want to say, the companies which last hundreds of years are the companies which adapt to the trends very early. Only the time answers what Maruti Suzuki can do in the future, because today it is still the market dominant player. And hoping for the best. For more such valuable case studies, subscribe guys, because it took a lot of time in these all things, in post-production and pre-production, keeping it, researching it, analyzing it and bringing it in front of you and presenting it confidently. It takes a lot of effort. So please do subscribe and smash that like button to make me happy, the YouTube Baba happy. So that's it from my side for today guys. Meet you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.